All right, what up, guys? It's your girl Manic, and I am back with season 1, episode 2 of Interview with the Vampire. Listen. So if you're enjoying this reaction series and those guys on my channel, go ahead and subscribe. I'm here, you're here, let's be here together. Down below in the description below my Patreon, patreon.com/Meeks, so if they're fully version my reactions for YouTube clear and select reaction series, and also for merch opportunities, testing about those type of things for the so you support my material, shopping on Patreon. I got the merch shop, you just support my material, support my free channel, you must subscribe. Why? The option's free, cause they're all subscription button, notification bell, you know, find my videos are free, and also gaming channel, which are going through Baldur's Gate 3. Excuse me. Fallout 1 and Dragon Age Origins to prepare myself for Dragon Age the Veilguard. Interested in that's gonna be on Meeks Gaming, and yeah. Louis. Louis had the unfortunate, maybe fortunate, but unfortunate, situation of capturing the attention of our Lestat, and he has made, I don't want to say he's made his life a living hell, but he has manipulated he has manipulated himself into Louis' life, and it culminated in being turned into a vampire. Because he was like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty, I want him, me. And so they were hanging out for a while, showing him the glories of having money with privilege, because all you needed to do was be rich and white. Be a rich white man in those times, and the world was yours. You could do whatever you want to, however you wanted to. And Louis was making his money, running the fancy side, or the fancy scummy side of the Negro section, where everybody went to spend money. So he was in charge of that. He turned a failing sugarcane business that his dad had into a prospering multi-business empire for black folks, which I do appreciate. His brother, however, I don't know what eventually they're gonna say what condition he had, but he was hearing things in the bird. So he had like inner voices telling him what he needed to do, and it was at odds of what his brother was doing. He knew that, but that was his brother. His sister was getting married, and so they had a very wonderful, grand, beautiful wedding, and they had a night of just like big time family hugs, big time family relations, you know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the wedding they were watching the sunrise, and his brother jumped off the roof and killed himself, which is a no-no, especially in very, very religious households, because that means you can't go to heaven, you go directly to hell. So essentially, Lestat was so jealous that his brother had his favor and his attention, that he went ahead and whispered in his ears to give him the situation to kill himself, which is trash in a bag in the trash in a bag. Which completely destroyed the family, because now the mom thinks that it was Louis' fault that his brother Paul killed himself, and there's nothing that he can say to refute that. So that pushed him further into Lestat's arms, even though he knew that he knew that's not a place that he needed to be. But eventually Lestat got what he wanted. Lestat got what he wanted, which was him into a vampire. He munched on his neck, and we know all of this from him telling the story to the author, or the writer, who was supposed to write down his memoirs. Cool. I'm just ready to get back into this. So we're going to be on episode 2, After the Phantoms of Your Former Self. Lord Jesus. Hold on.
I serve a god. It is my honor to serve.
Frogua? Is that what it's called? I can never say it right. Pig feet? Listen, you haven't shown me anything I was gonna eat yet.
A garnish of green grapes and AB negative, fresh from the farm. Bon appetit.
Bon apple titty!
Through which I would pass before my apprenticeship began. What's happening?
Your body is... Y'all, the way he is flipping these bodies, he's like,
There's a spark.
Bruh, I can't.
As if I had walked my entire life as a dead man.
Mm. Beyond articulation, I can't. Sir.
I'm taking my daughter to look at horses, palominos. You know, those Indian types that run free out west. And
this dude, he's like, bitch, I just wanna eat your neck. Bitch, I just wanna eat your neck.
she says, Daddy, why is that horse walking so funny? Why is his back all crumpled up like that?
I can't. Somebody get this man. I can't stand him.
Now, what do you grow? You grow cotton?
Sugar.
Sugar.
Somebody help him.
Moshe, you're beginning to frighten the man.
So I look at my daughter's tear-stained face.
I can't. Somebody help him. Lestat, I understand you're trying to teach him to hunt, but maybe you should teach him to hunt someplace else.
International Harvester Farm.
Okay. He's like, oh, okay, thank you. Look at you. Actors.
Talking about gas-powered open.
Do you not see his arm?
Ah, fancy right here. Just to be clear here, gents, we are here to talk about
Hoes and such. Big hoes.
I knew it. I knew it. Oh, sorry.
It's such a mess. He's like, just a little. You're making a mess. You're Messingtons. I can't. He's like, you know, when you see a little kid eating, you're like, hold on, you don't want to just. Let me tell you something. There's no way this man is feeding me. Why? Half the stuff he fed him, I would not be able to eat. Anything seafood, can't eat. Duck, gag.
Having a hand in the divine plan.
Is it divine?
I want to manage it. I'm good with people. And I'm good with numbers.
Titty.
You're not one of them anymore, fledgling. You chase after phantoms.
Yep. If you're gonna listen, just keep putting these titles in here.
Madame de Pontelac, all the kindness for the invitation.
I don't remember inviting him, but please.
Come on in. I know she feeling away.
Well, you really do have a mind inside that head of yours, don't you?
I know some of the finishes.
Eat his ass, and I don't mean sexually.
Yeah, bright and industrious, huh? I trust you overseeing all stages of construction as well.
I will eat you. That's why I can't have no power like this. I can't have no abilities because the moment somebody pissed me off.
Thank you, sir. It was the call and response of my. I had let.
And you light enough to be considered. Think about that. We is light enough.
If it goes back down, let's see. Okay, let me just see.
Girl! He's like, I just need you to get this thing out of my hands before I smudge and munch. That's a big old baby. I don't know how big that baby's supposed to be, but that's a big old baby. That baby looking like almost a year. The baby look like, why am I wrapped the fuck up when I could be sitting up?
They were wiped
you
from
eat the
existence
baby?
by a Western drone. No, I'm sure you're right. Hello, Damick.
Hey.
I can't! As much as I love watching vampire stuff, I only like the next stuff, especially when I'm a next. I don't like that.
He's American, Damick.
Yikes.
I haven't had the time to sightsee.
Can we? I'm just gonna take this ear off. I can't listen to the noises either, y'all. This is the neck for me. It's the whole entire neck for me.
Family, as I know you do, spare them all the pain that you are causing them.
Ain't never gonna have a family of my own, am I?
Absolutely not, dog. No. Should have did that before.
As unaccommodating, as maddening,
Sound like trash to me.
as loving, As dedicated, as thoughtful.
He's like, bitch, I love you. Not really love you. It's like you mine. You know what I'm saying? You mine.
To be kind, he did not live in the Sopranos' vocal stratosphere.
He's like, if he can't find the note, I'm going to eat him. Literally.
Someone like that can make it onto a stage.
It's like he's ruining my experience. You need to fix it. Doesn't even matter. I'm going to eat you. The person who's going to fix it is the person replacing you.
It didn't help matters that the majority of the
Couldn't tell.
of joy in less than half an hour.
He was like, you must find the note. You must find the note.
Finite la tua voce.
Stop playing with my songs.
Povero Domenico Gaetano Maria.
Afraid to disappoint.
This is a very, very, very poetic show.
What does this taste like to you?
Sandpaper.
Almost all human food.
Dust. Dirt. Man. This is so good. Listen, the way Lestat's got this man wrapped all the way the F up, like inside, outside, upside down. And the thing is, I love Interview with the Vampire, the movie, but the way the show is able to take the time it took, like to describe, to explain, to give us an actual visual like it does in the books, because it's a pretty girthy book, giggity. And the movie had to be condensed into like an hour and a half, maybe, what is it, 2 hours, maybe like an hour, and it had to be like an hour and a half. So you got the Cliff's Notes of the versions, but it's so good. It's so good, and it's such a romantic telling of having your humanity sucked out of you. It's so fucking good. It's so good. Oh man. So on that note, guys, thanks for hanging with me. Hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. My goodness.